that Aidan Hutchinson video that came out. I don't know if you want. I know we wanted to talk about that. I don't know if there's still time to show that video
No, yeah, go ahead. What
and
do you got?
what we. I mean, like, look at that. I mean, look at that lateral movement. Remember, I talked about we're going to start the process and lightweight water walking to parallel movement. Now you're talking about angles. That what he's doing there, phenomenal at a speed. You can start watching. Like I'm having difficulty figuring out which is the bad leg, other than you can see the wrap on the one. But his parallel movements and angles and side to side. I mean, this guy, you know, I don't think Lions fans have any hesitation. This guy's going to be full speed coming out of the gate, when the season starts. But if you could slow it down and look at that, his arms, you watch him now. I'd love to pull a video from 3 years ago of his mechanics of running. It shows his purity that he's actually trying to use his whole body to run. He's learning how to run with his upper body and lower body, which a lot of people don't know how to do that, especially linemen. They don't know how to move their arms in sync with their to get most power out of their lower bodies. They just run unnatural. So he's learning in prevention. If we see his foot striking too, how he's hitting the ground more efficiently too. So that means he's getting push off. So there's a lot of positive takeaways. I know we're looking at it like, oh, great, he ran the 100. But no, if I look and break him down mechanically, I think that's huge, and it's only positive feedback. So I'm really talkative today. Must be in Costa Rica in me right now.
Hey, but Doc, real quick before we let you go, and this is, you're not there, right? You're not treating him or anything like that. What percentage would you put on him, kind of based on your interpretation of what you just saw with him running?
I'll say it. I mean, I think he's going to be fine, by game one. I mean, will he be hesitant mentally? Yeah. Will he need to take a few hits and understand it's not going to break on him or things are going to fall? But his muscle structure, I think he's right on pace. The other big question before you ask, could he have played in the Super Bowl? I think, I think it would have been a little bit of a setback. I think, we'll do the glass half full right now that, we didn't make it, so he's going to be a much better player, and he can calmly rehab and do all the recoveries in the step form that it looks like he's doing. There's steps of recovery. I love the orthopedic surgeons, not picking on them, but I broke it, you broke it, I fixed it, go, and then you go. No, there's a sequential way of rehabbing properly to make sure your firing patterns. It just goes to another, what we do at Sports and Spine. It's just another layer that we peel back, and I think the training team with the Lions are doing that exactly. So that's what we need, and we need it for the public, the non-professional athletes too, and that's what we provide. So that's a good way of putting it.
Well, you did say there were steps to this, and when you see him running, he's taking kind of very looping turns. Is the next step
Right.
harsher turns, planting the foot,
Yeah.
and then you go from there?
Exactly. You want to do quick changes, sudden changes, because that's the reality of the game. He's going to be going one direction, he's got to change direction in a second. He's not ready for that because that's a whole nother set of muscles and tendons and feedback and strength. Is he doing side to side? I mean, a lot of the hockey players, we had to do that, real early, the sliding board where you're going side to side, where you're changing directions, where you're changing the power. But you're also looking at how he's utilizing other body mechanics that when you're growing up, you don't pay attention to that. That's what I'm talking about, where these guys' learning curve is increasing because of this injury. He'll be more respectful to his body, just like Scrupo had to be with his arm. He couldn't just pitch, throw some ice on it, and walk out. He's got a whole routine he does pre-game, post-game, and in between games. And that's what Hutchinson's going to do. He's been pretty respectful to his body, but I think it's going to go a whole nother level after this injury.
Doc, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for making time for us down there in Costa Rica, my friend. Thank you.
Always good.
Yes, sir. We'll
Bring
talk to you
back.
soon.
I'll bring back some sunshine.
Please.
go.
We got the sun. Just get rid of the wind chill. All right, Dr. Jeff Pierce, everybody. Thanks for his time down there in Costa Rica in the chat. Hoctopus. Do all you nerds who were saying the Lions strength and conditioning team needed to be fired, they're doing it right, and Hutch is a perfect example. So
Nerds.
It's just a funny.
I love a good nerd drop, man.
Nerds.
No, that is great to see. It was good to get Doc's take on it as
Yeah.
well. But yeah,
I have some lower tier breaking news about the Tigers.
Okay.
No, just
Javi buy it. No.
Prior to today's game, Manuel Margot has been placed on the 10-day injured list, and he has left knee inflammation. And being recalled from AAA Toledo is Brewer Hickling. So, just a little quick Tigers news.
Brewer Hickling era. Okay.
Yeah. Margot getting injured though, like
What was
they
it?
are getting snake bit with injuries. This
What was
year.
that guy's name last year that came? Bucky Kennedy or Buddy Kennedy?
Buddy Kennedy.
Buddy Kennedy.
Maybe Brewer Hickling could be this year's Buddy
Kennedy?
Yeah,
I
go
mean, the
on.
name's there.
Yeah.
Attention
for sure.
sports fans, don't miss
The
out on
Blind
expert
Madrid,
sports
Scott Bear,
injury
Swim
insight
Battle,
with
but-
Dr. Jeff
Game-winning
Pierce
hit
of
today?
Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that I trust. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.